So this was immediately after I started shooting Bridgerton. And then a year later, I went back into hospital, which is the hospitalisation that everybody knows about because that's the one that I spoke publicly about. When I went into hospital a week after shooting Bridgerton season 1, you know, that was really, really covered up and kept on the down low because the show was going to be coming out.
Yeah.
And that's why...
You went during the filming, you said?
Well, yeah, I was getting on well during the film. I was deteriorating. And the minute that we wrapped, I mean,
did you have like good support with it, or like
when I was shooting Bridgerton? No,
you can't tell. I'll say I admit I didn't watch Bridgerton before we invited you.
Yeah,
but I had like a binge watch.
Okay,
maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
you can't tell at all. It was an amazing, like genuinely, it was an amazing performance.
Thank you. I mean, I think it kind of helped. I mean,
really?
Yeah, for sure. I think like, you know, a lot of artists and stuff, they suffer from mental health, and I think it did kind of help me get into that headspace in that world. But I mean, it was a really tormenting place for me to be because my character was like, you know, very alienated, very ostracized, on her own, under these horrible circumstances. And the thing is with like Bridgerton, I'll tell you something, and I'm happy to talk about it now, but not a single person from Netflix, not a single person from Shondaland, since I have had 2 psychotic breaks, from that show have even contacted me or emailed me to ask me if I'm okay or ask me if I would benefit from any sort of aftercare or support. Right? Nobody. And so, you know, I went into hospital the first time a week after I finished shooting. And obviously the show, on the run up to the show coming out, I was just then coming out of hospital because it took like a year in the edit. My Instagram following was going up. I had all of these engagements to do. My life was changing drastically overnight. And yet there was still no support. And there still hasn't been any support for that time, you know? And so I was trying really, really hard to, you know, just sort of act like, you know, this is fine, this is okay, I'm okay, I can work, it's not a problem. And that's why, you know, when you brought up the Pretty Little Thing,
that podcast
thing, when I'm there, like everything's
so
great,
amazing.
Everything's fine. It's almost like I had this kind of metaphorical invisible gun to my head.